Hey y'all, it's Ali from Little Hill Homestead. So we recently were at our local liquor store. In the state we live in, you have to go to like a bottle shop or a liquor store to buy alcohol. And the lady that works at ours knows that I cook and I know that she cooks. And so she often will give us little tips and pointers. And so she told us about this. We gave it a try and it has become one of our new favorites. And so favorites, she said it again, you guys, favorites. And we like it so much that we're going to show you guys how to do this. So this is bourbon infused pepper. So I'll give you the breakdown of it, but this is your final product. I just have a mason jar of it. This is just, it looks like black pepper, right? It's just ground up black pepper, but it's not. It's bourbon infused. We have been using it. So originally I made it and I thought, this is gonna be great on like some smoked meat or a little bit of salmon or, you know, something that has a bourbon kick to it. What I have found is we're using it on everything because it has a smokiness to it that is incredible. So we're using it on, we used it on a salad for lunch today. We're using it on our eggs in the morning. Like anytime we need pepper, we're grabbing this instead of regular old black pepper. So I wanted to start another batch of it because this isn't gonna last us very long with the way we're working. So the things you need for this are black peppercorns or multicolored peppercorns. We have like this is not what, this jar we just keep reusing. You can get them from Azure, that's where we get them. 4-color, tricolor, whatever they're called, peppercorns. And then bourbon. It can be any bourbon you guys want. Doesn't matter proof on it because you're just looking for that smoky flavor that bourbon gives you. I have, what is this one? You guys, I don't know which one's a quart, which one's a pint. This is a pint. I hate that you call them something they're not. This is this size mason jar, you guys, the one that looks like a drink. That's that one. So you're gonna add peppercorns to your jar. Watch out, right? This is complicated, y'all. I'm gonna do a pretty big batch because we're enjoying it immensely. I'm gonna leave a little bit in my jar. So how much is that? Let's see. That is about 3/4 of a cup of peppercorns that we're putting in the jar. To that, the bourbon. And these will puff up, I found, as they absorb that. So here's two thoughts. Let me finish the first one. They are going to puff up a little bit and absorb the bourbon that you're putting in there. So go a little higher than what you would think. So for 3/4, I'd probably do 1 cup of bourbon. If you're thinking, you know what, I'm a Bloody Mary fan and I could use some peppered bourbon in it to make my little Bloody Mary or whatever drink you want to make with it, go ahead and fill the jar up because it'll still infuse it pretty strongly. So I'm going to do just a splash more because why not, right? So to that, oh wait, you're not adding anything else. That's it. You're going to put a lid on it. Put a lid on it. Give it a stir. Look at that. God, my lighting is terrible today, guys. I'm so sorry. So some of them are going to float. It's not a big deal. And the bourbon is like some of them sank. But as you watch it, you'll see that these will puff up and some of them might go above your bourbon line. So what I did is I just stick it on my counter. We have a fermentation station over in the corner, we call it. It's got like fire cider and our vinegar going, things like this, I will put over there. It's next to my coffee pot, or my tea kettle. So while my tea kettle is warming up, I'll go over there every morning and give it a good shake. So do that for 7 days. 7 days, guys. Just shake it, set it to the side. That's it. You could do it a little bit less. You can get away with about 4 days probably, but longer is better, but not too long. There you go. So I'm going to set this to the side 4 to 7 days. And then, should I do this as a 2-part video and show you the final? Yeah, we'll do that. So go set this to the side. Boom. We'll see you in a week. See you in a week. We'll be back in a week to show you where we are and to strain this off and show you what's what. All right, be back. Hey guys, I honestly can't remember how many days it's been, but this is what our pepper bourbon mixture looks like now. I want to say it's been a week, close to a week, maybe just under. I'm going to strain it out now and start to dry the peppercorns. So all I do is take the lid off and I'm just going to take a jar. Hoping you guys can see this. If I move over here, you can. I'm going to take the jar and very carefully strain off the bourbon. If you want to use the bourbon again, you totally can. By the way, I'm working on a pressure canner experiment behind you. So if you hear that loud hissing noise, it's just that. Day in the life of a YouTuber. There you go. Multitasking at its best. So I'm just going to strain that all off as best I can. This stuff, by the way, is great in Bloody Marys. It is spicy. I would dilute it with some other liqueur. Maybe not a liqueur, a liquor of your choice, because it's very, very peppery. But you can drink it straight if you want. But it's spicy. So all I'm going to do now is I just have these like Pyrex bowls, and I line it with paper towel. This is just the way that I found the best. What you're going to do is put your peppercorns in here once, like that, and they're going to start to dry. But I'm using the paper towel to absorb kind of anything that's on them. Spread it out. I'm doing it where you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. I'm doing it where it's spread out now, just on the paper towel. What I'm going to do is let this sit for a day or two, swap out the paper towel once during that, and let them just get really, really good and dry. It could take, depending on how thick of a layer is or how warm your house is, you know, all the crazy stuff that can happen, it could take like 3 to 5 days. So we're just going to stick this in a corner. I lay a paper towel over the top of it just because we have bugs and whatever else is going on in our house. Just let it kind of just dry out, and the alcohol is going to slowly evaporate out, but it's going to leave you with that yummy flavor. So that's all we're going to do. Stick it to the side for now, put a paper towel on top of it, swap it out once in that process with a dry paper towel on the bottom, and let them just keep drying, y'all. That's it. Okay, we'll be back to show you how we grind them and what we do with them in a couple days. Okay, we are back. It's been, honestly, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 days. I lose track. I stick things over in this corner of my kitchen, and I kind of just let them be, and so sometimes I forget about them. But our peppercorns are really nice and dry. They've been here for a while. We ended up using the extra bourbon that we still had, and we bought some pink peppercorns ages ago. We saw them all over the Food Network YouTube channel, and we thought, oh my gosh, these are going to be awesome as like a finishing pepper. We weren't really big fans, so I did go ahead and soak those. We're going to grind those too, just to see if it makes them edible, because otherwise they would have gone in the trash. So I'm going to be using a coffee grinder. You can get these at thrift stores all the time. I see them often. I'm terrible about using it and never cleaning it. So if you use it and it's got coffee grounds, like my little cup comes out, but do you see, like, I don't even know. I did some kind of pepper or something recently. Not pepper like this, like a red pepper, like maybe, I don't know, you guys. So the easiest way to clean these is honestly just a chunk of bread. I throw a piece of bread in there and I just let it whirl for a second, and it cleans all the little dust out of everywhere. Give it a shake, and then I just go dump this in the trash can. Done, right? But it just cleans all your little stuff out without getting the blade wet. Because if I get the blade wet right now, I won't be able to use it for a while. And we don't want that. If you have somebody who has a gluten sensitivity, rinse it out and don't do my trick. Or use gluten-free bread. I don't know, your choice. So what we're going to do is just take our peppercorns and just take kind of, well, I'm going to see if I can tip them. Tip a little bit in there. This has a max line. I see that as just a suggestion line because, come on now. Coffee max and pepper max are going to be completely different. So all I'm going to do is just give this a whirl, let it run until you like the consistency of it. We want it like this, like more like a pepper. So let's see how long this takes. I'm going to do it in batches, by the way, in case I didn't mention that part of it. If you want it like a finishing pepper, you can do it coarser. If you want it more like a ground black pepper, just let it go a little bit longer. So that's it, you guys. Look at that. Boom. We have coarse. Nope, we don't have coarse pepper. We just have pepper. I'm going to do it over my container where all my peppercorns are. So that if any falls, it just ends back up in my recipe. So I'm just going to keep going with my peppercorns until I have them all completely done. But what we have been using this for, you guys, is everything. We've been literally using this on everything. We kind of find reasons to use pepper now because this stuff is so good. So salads, eggs. I've been using this in my recipes instead of my regular already ground black pepper. Like I was doing, we're doing Oh my gosh, you guys know we have our spice cabinet. Well, I have a backup to all those spices. And when that backup runs out, that's how I know to order more. Well, I decided I'm not even going to order more ground black pepper because compared to this, it tastes like crud. Yeah. So this stuff is just way better. I don't know. So we are now officially out of our peppercorns. So I'm going to be ordering more whole peppercorns moving forward. But I don't think I'm going to order the pre-ground black pepper anymore. I'm just going to do this. How easy was it? But anyways, go make some. You guys will not be disappointed. You're going to find reasons to put it on everything, to be honest. But I'm going to put some in our pepper shaker as well. Like if you have a pepper shaker, you could put it in there and nobody will even know. They'll just say, man, she's got good pepper. Man, y'all. Anyways, I'm going to grind up some of the pink ones. We'll give those a try. And then I'm thinking of incorporating the pink with the regular if they taste good. But I don't want to ruin the goodness of the one we already have by screwing it up. Right? Am I right? Anyways, that is the end of our bourbon infused pepper video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And let me know if you make it. You could probably try other alcohols too. If you have like another, like Scotch and bourbon are kind of the same to me. But let me know if you try it with something different and if it turns out really, really well. I don't know. I'm excited about it, obviously. We've been using it for weeks and weeks. Oh, by the way, did you see what I have on the counter over there? Y'all, we got a fantastic deal. Okay, so I'll do that in another video, but we were able to get a, what is it called? A Zojirushi bread machine for like over half off price. And if you guys know anything, those are expensive. And so I'll give you the whole story on that in another video, but I'm so excited about that one. Anyways, go make some pepper, y'all. Thanks for watching our crazy little video. I will see you soon. If you haven't below, hit subscribe. Hit subscribe if you haven't. Okay, bye. Have a good day.